I don't want to... Okay, so welcome to this evening. I'm the first speaker for tonight. Actually, I just got a very bad message on my mobile phone. I got a pop-up that there was a big bomb sent to Afghanistan of US. So that keeps me like, okay, my work will not stop. But I will still concentrate on my speak. In the background, you will see a photo slide. I didn't put any headlines on it, so just that you can get some impressions what I'm talking about, and you can listen to me meanwhile. I will tell you a little bit about my life, like in the last 2 years, what happened, and how I really found my passion. I was working in the hotel business for a few years, and I was working as an assistant front office manager, also having quite good chances to get in higher positions. But then, September 2015 was coming, and I was hearing and listening in the news and seeing in Facebook that the thousands of people were arriving at the train station here in Munich. So I went there and I wanted to help. Actually, there was so much willingness of the population to help that I felt really unnecessary. So I was checking out in the social media and in the news, and a few days later, I found myself back in Hungary, in Budapest, at the Keleti train station. When I came back from there, I felt that I really cannot stop to help the refugees, and I was looking for possibilities how to do that. And so I met some people who were collecting donations for the Hungarian and Serbian border, which was closed meanwhile. And through to this, I was getting into a mailing list and meeting really, many other people. When they were coming back, they announced they want to found an association for coordinating volunteers, but they still need some support and also somebody who will coordinate the volunteers. So as I'm quite good in doing admin stuff, I was saying yes, okay, that's really the thing I can do right now. Although that I had all these shift plans with the hotel, and it's very difficult to get onto a regular basis voluntary work. Actually, after I was saying, yes, I will do that, 1 week later, we already set up a homepage and we're ready to get assignments of volunteers. And the next 1 week, we already had 50 assignments. And I was struggling very, very much, but we figured it out. 2 weeks later, 3 weeks after I was meeting the people on the mailing list first time, we were meeting the first time personally. Before that, everything was going online. And then everything was starting. My life was already changing when I was going to Hungary, but on that point, when we were founding IHA, Inter-European Human Aid Association, my life got really changed. I was not happy with my job in the hotel anymore, even though, so I was already thinking okay, what will I do for the future? And then I decided to quit the job in the hotel business, as I had 2 jobs at once. So I had my hotel job and I had 20, 30, 40 hours additional of voluntary work. It was quite unsure because the association was financed by private donors, but I thought okay, what do I have to lose? Really nothing, just money, but that's it. So I had luck because in February we could employ myself for a very less salary, but even though it was possible for me to do this full time. And I experienced very much in August and September, I was still standing at the reception and got complaints of knitted blankets or whatever. And already in December, I was at the Hungarian, where was the Croatian? On the Croatian border and giving a presentation to the Ministry of Interior and UNHCR and Red Cross, because we were able to enter into one of the biggest military camps on the whole Balkan route, Slovanski Brod. It had a capacity of 5,000 people, I'm sorry. Unofficial, it was 10. And we were working there for several months. And in May, I've also been to Idomeni. And seeing Idomeni, seeing several other camps there. So I was also, meanwhile, I was in France, in Dunkirk, in the refugee camps. And in September, October last year, 2016, we were deciding that we that I will go out of the association because all this emergency flow was like over, and we really needed to take care of long-term projects. And as soon as the emergency situation is over, you see that the people are having like different kind of views where it's going to. And although we still didn't find long-term donors for paying a salary, so yeah, I was going out because I could not imagine to be there voluntary just for a few hours per week, because it was like total of my heart. Even when I was employed, I was working 60 to 80 hours per week. So what did I do then? I was thinking like, okay, what can I do? So I got a job offer of a member of the Bavarian parliament, and I thought like, yeah, that's cool, because I really can see the other side. Like, you cannot always shout on the politics if you don't try to understand the other side. And it was really interesting. It is still really, really interesting. But actually now, by mid of May, I will leave everything here, and I will go voluntary to Greece again. And yeah, I will see what will happen. I don't have a plan up to now. Like, I know for sure which projects I'm doing, but like, I have no clue for how long it will be necessary, or in which other country I will be going to. We were also thinking about going to Lebanon or to Jordan, so we will see what will happen. And yeah, what changed for me? Many things changed for me. Like a few years ago, you could not see me without makeup. Even my shoe closet is still full of high heels, but I didn't wear them for a long time. So I need to get off all this. It's not like I'm sure I want to have some new shoes at one point, but it's not important for me anymore. And I could feel how much you can do just if you stick together in a society, and how much you can achieve if everybody is taking over his social responsibility. Also, also the last days I was thinking about what did change for me, like also in the context with the refugees. Actually now I really hated to call the people refugees, because some of them really got best friends of mine up to now. So they're not refugees anymore for me, they're friends. I will tell you an example. When I was in Idomeni, one friend of Germany was calling me and was asking like, hey, do you have contact with the people? And I was like, sure, I have contact with the people. What can I help you? Yeah, like, my best friend, she's taking care of a Syrian family here in the area of Munich, and they have a son who is stuck in Idomeni. Maybe you can try to find him and like tell them if he is good. I didn't have time for about 2 days to contact him. After 2 days, I got a call of another volunteer, and she was saying, hello, it's me. Somebody is sitting next to me and wants to talk to you. And I was like, who wants to talk to me now? Okay, yeah, just give it to me. Hello, this is me. I was announced of my parents. So finally I found you. And I was like, what? There are 13,000 people in his camp. And like, this person could find me immediately. And so we were meeting, and yeah, like getting really like friends through social medias and WhatsApps, and also when I came back to Greece in September, and also like 2 weeks before we were meeting. I also met his family here, and last Monday the mother had birthday, and they were inviting me like really as a family member, and even though she had birthday, she was making my favorite meal. So yeah, like this is one of the impressions I really want to tell you, that it's not like putting the people just in one corner, and yeah, we're all the same. We are like people, humans. And yeah, now I was like already by the end of last year, I was thinking about, okay, how it will go further. Also, if I want to found another association or not. So like a team of us was like talking, and like many people were thinking about founding a new association. Now we are a great team, which all got great experiences in like different works of the refugee help in the last 1.5 and 2 years. And we now founded MissingLink. And this is for we want to combine everything, like not only helping the people when they are on the run, we also want to help the people when they are here to get integrated into our society. We also want to help them in their countries of origin. And also we have the possibility in our charter that we can also giving presentations and really educate the people, like educate the refugees, but also educate the population what is really going on. And we have really great plans, which are working in the backside. At the moment, our website is not so big because everything is still running, but if you want to check it out, I'm really happy about that. So, oh yeah, this is, for example, a family. This is in Germany, by the way. This was a family I was just finding a house for living with 10 people, because this is also what I was doing the last month while I was here in Germany, that I was starting integration projects and helping the people to find living space, because many of the people are still in the first arrival camps or in the asylum seeker camps because they're not able to find flats for themselves. It's even so hard for us Germans. And yeah, actually it was great. And this is a volunteer crew of May. I think I'm over. I still have 30 seconds left, but I'm fine, actually. I hope you liked it, and I wish you a nice time with the second talks.